Now, of course, we want to learn about formulas in Excel, so we're not just going to rely on the status bar. Let's go back to cell E5 and let's delete the value in there. Now, I want to use a formula to add up these three cells. To enter a formula in Excel, we enter an equal sign. This lets Excel know that we are now entering in a formula. And I want to add up 10 plus 8 plus 5. So here I could enter 10 plus 8 plus 5. And you'll notice as I enter in the formula, up here on the formula bar, the formula appears. So you can see it up here, or you can see it down here on the worksheet. Now that we entered in this formula, let's press the Enter key. Congratulations! You just entered your first formula. Now that we've entered in the formula, to edit it, here I could click into the cell and I could edit the formula up above on the formula bar. Alternatively, I could also double click into the cell. That once again displays the formula, and here I can edit it. Let's say I wanted to type in a 4 instead of a 5. I could do that. I'll change it back to 5. Now, my formula is in place, but let's say that chocolate chip actually had revenue of 20. I'll change that value, hit enter, and we see that this formula did not update. And the reason why is this is hard-coded with specific values. So as these different cells change, the formula itself does not change. So instead of hard-coding the values, we need to reference a cell. To reference a cell, let's delete this formula and let's start again. I'll enter in the equal sign. And instead of typing in, say, a 20 here, I want to refer to column B and row 5. Here I could type in B5. You'll notice as I type in B5, it's blue text that appears here, and then this cell is also highlighted in blue. So this helps us connect this cell reference to the cell on the actual sheet. Next, I want to add C5. I'll type in plus and then C5. And lastly, I'll type in plus, and then here I'll type in D5. And once again, you'll notice the colors correspond to the associated cell. Now I could hit enter, and look at that. I now get the revenue of 33. The neat thing here is, let's say I change the revenue in B5 back to 10. Here, this value automatically updates because we are now referencing these different cells. It's a lot of work to just manually reference a cell by typing in the value. So let's try another way. I'll delete this once again, and here I'll enter in the equal sign. Now, instead of typing in B5, I can also use my arrow key. Here I could arrow over to cell B5. But especially if you have a lot of data, it takes time to arrow over. So here I'll enter plus, and I can also use my mouse to simply click on a cell. And here once again, I'll type in plus and then click into this cell. And once again, I can hit enter. And look at that, here we got the revenue.